All right, good morning, everybody. Let's get rolling with this session. Hopefully you're all in the Virasana posture or hero's pose. As I said, I like to start off sitting on a pair of blocks, and for me, a blanket, tighter hips, a little tighter hips here, and not the best knees in the world. So elevating the hips just a bit works really nicely. From here, where you're seated comfortably, your torso nice and tall, shoulders relaxed on the sides. Your eyes can be soft or closed at this point, and concentrate on your breath. We're trying to keep the mouth closed. Take our inhalations and exhalations through the nose. But when you inhale, breathe in a little more. Bring that diaphragm down, fill out the chest a bit more with oxygen. And then as you exhale forcibly through the nose, bring that diaphragm up the cavity, pushing more air out than what you would normally do. Give me 3 deep breaths here. As you drag the air along the back of your throat, you might have a soft snoring sound. One more breath in. And as you exhale, you can open the eyes. And from this is a great posture to get into a very light meditative stance, and hands can just rest on your legs where they're at or to the sides. It's Virasana or hero's pose. Okay, let's come to all fours. Cat-cow postures, please. Shoulders are over the wrist, hips are over the knees. I'll move my blocks out to the side. And if you know where we're going with this, please press on. But if you don't, as you inhale, you take your gaze up, drop the stomach towards the mat. As you exhale through the nose, hunch forward like that angry cat. Inhale, and you're rolling those hips out. So the tailbone's up and out. And as you exhale, you're rolling the pelvis in. Go ahead and do some on your own, please. They do not have to be fast, but do connect them with your breath. So as you're moving, you are breathing. Great way to work up and wake up the spinal column. It's also something I like to do before I go to bed at night. So it works out nicely. Feel the shoulders separating, shoulder blades separating there on the exhales. And really force the stomach down towards the mat, working that spinal column on your inhale. Couple more, please. And as you do your last cycle, bring in the neutral. And let's wake up the shoulders now. Let's thread the needle. Take the left arm in between or underneath that right arm and bring it all the way down. Or bring it as far down as you can. Your chin may rest on the mat. And you can look at your hand, your right hand, or bring it up behind and reach for the top of your left thigh. You may not just grab anywhere you can. If you can't reach the top of your left thigh. Reach that left hand out. Hey, but be mindful though, if it's too much on that right shoulder, just pick the hand right back where it was earlier, okay? Lots of choices here. All right, give me one more breath here. And on your exhale, recover, bring the torso up. Let's switch sides, please. Right hand comes underneath the arm. The left arm, bring it all the way down. And that left hand, look at or wrap around, reaching for the top of the right thigh. Hold here. 2 more breaths, please. And recover. Let's bring it up all the way to all fours. Woo, from all fours. Balasana, child's pose. So bring your big toes together. The knees can stay where they're at, or you can take them apart just a little bit. Push the hips to the heels, but I want you to walk the hands forward. The elbows can rest on the mat briefly here. Your head is neutral, maybe the forehead touching the mat. This is child's pose. Maintain your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. Now let's make it active. I want you to lift the elbows off the mat. Walk the fingers forward a bit. That's right. You're going to feel this in the shoulders, maybe in your upper back. Your hips are still pushing to the heels. Give me 3 breaths right here. 3 deep breaths. And bring it up to all fours. Ooh, from child's pose, crazy cobra. So we're gonna do cobra pose. Let's lie down on our stomachs, please. And your arms are out 10 o'clock and 2. So I'm going canted here in my mat so you can see. So arms are out, hands are in the mat, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock space. Chin is resting on the mat. Big toes together, feet are flat on the mat. Okay, press your hands down, lift chin and chest up. You're not going to come up too far here. That's the idea. We're working on our back here. If your hips are cinched, you can relax. We're just talking about the low back here. All right, one more breath here. Hands are pressing into that. Arms are extended and recover. Chin to chest, chin to mat, stay directed. All right, slide your hands in about 4 inches. The distance in between the hands stays the same, please. Just slide your hands back a little. All right, number 2, press down, lift up. This time you should come up a little higher, but I want you to come up to where your arms are extended. You're feeling that energy as you press into the mat or into your floor to keep your upper body at the same. Remember, hips are relaxed, feet are flat on the floor, head is neutral. And recover. Bring it down slowly. Nice. All right, slide those hands in a little more, just a couple more inches. All right, last one. Press down, lift up. This is our highest point yet. Good. And you should really feel this in that low back. Now remember, if you're having any discomfort we can deal with pain, no pain. I need you to recover a bit if you're feeling pain on this one. Give me 2 breaths here. Let's hold this. 2 more breaths, nice and deep. Last breath in. And recover. Ooh. And child's pose. Push up to all 4s, back to child's pose. And any posture here in child's pose. So the arms can be extended, arms folded, or arms to your sides, which has the advantage of taking all the pressure off of the shoulders. Couple of breaths right here, stay relaxed. Child's pose. This is where we let go of that last posture. All right, here we go. Up to all 4s. Our first downward dog. But before we go to downward dog, come underneath your toes, please. I want you to lift your knees off the mat about 2 inches. That's it. That's right. So the knees are off the mat now, a couple of inches. The toes are on the mat. Your arches are engaged here because you're really working the feet and your core. So keep the core in, of course. You feel this in the shoulders, the arms. Now I want you to lift the tailbone up a couple of inches. Just concentrate. Lift the tailbone, lift the butt up just a couple of inches right there and hold. That's right. The knees are up a little higher now. Keep your head neutral. Keep the breath in. Now we're working it all throughout the legs. 2 more breaths right here. Great. Let's go right into downward dog. So push your torso back, lift the hips, heels come down. Our first downward dog out of Mukha Svanasana. Let's walk it out, please. Lifting one heel, lowering the other. You can even shift the hips or the whole body, lower body, left and right, pivoting all the balls of the feet. That's fun. It's a great way to get the kinks out and wake up. Come onto your toes, please. Lift the heels up as far as they will go. And bring the heels down. All right, so far so good. Hey, if the heels are touching the mat, great. If not, don't worry. We're going to keep working on that. And feel free to adjust your downward dog and move the feet in a little bit or back. Try not to get too comfortable in this posture here. All right, 2 more breaths. And recover child's pose. Knees down. Come into your best posture of child's pose, whichever you're comfortable in. Try to relieve all the tension from that last posture. We're here for 2 breaths, please. 2 breaths. On that last breath, recover to all 4s. Downward facing dog. Come underneath the toes and lift up. All right, hands are about shoulders width apart. Fingers are spread, but favor the pinky, please. Your head is relaxing between the arms. Feet no more than hips width apart, but they can't be together. Keep working the heels towards the mat. Your stomach is in. Keep it active. All right, let's do it. Hip opener. Left leg. Left leg is up. Bend the left leg and open up the hip. So if you peek underneath your right armpit, maybe, possibly, you can see something of that left foot. Heel, toenail, something. But check out the right foot. Make sure it's at 12 o'clock. Don't let the right heel veer over to the right. Let's keep our alignment and keep this working from the hips. Left leg straight back and down. Right leg is up. Bend and open at the hip. Do what you can this morning. Have some fun with it. We're all going to be a little different where we're going and how far we're moving into our posture. All right, couple more breaths right here. Looking good. Check out that left foot. Make sure it's flat. And recover. Right foot to the mat. Child's pose. Knees down easily. Your position, your best call for child's pose. 3 breaths here. We did a lot of work there, so 3 deep, long breaths. One more breath in. All right, from here, let's come up to all fours, please. And we're going to take the left leg, left foot, bring it forward. The right knee stays on the mat. Right knee stays on the mat, left foot is forward into a lunge. It's a low lunge. Now, I do want you to make sure that left foot, the left ankle is in front of the left knee. So if you look at your leg and the knee is in front of the ankle, no. Move forward, please. It's working that alignment. Okay, from here, roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Hopefully you can see a portion, bottom of your left foot. All right, so that's good. We're good so far. And you can feel this also in that right leg. So the knee's back, the right knee's back just a little bit. The arms can stay extended, or you can come down onto a blanket or a block on your forearms, or you can bring your forearms all the way to the mat. Now, look. The deeper, the lower you bring your torso, the deeper you work into that left hip. It may feel good for a couple seconds, and then you may have to bring your torso up. Play it by ear, or how your body feels. Other than that, stay here and breathe. Work out any kinks, maybe move a little deeper, make minor adjustments as you need to. And all the tools you need, please use them. All right, folks, here we go. If you're down low, bring the torso up, take the left foot flat, and just shift the hips back. Come on and bring those left toes up. We're extending the left leg. And now we're going to favor that left leg. Maybe kiss your left knee if you can. Yeah, feel this in your hamstrings? I do. Nice. And recover. All right, slide that left foot back. Let's bring the right foot. Let's do the other side, please. Same rules here. Make sure that right ankle is in front of the right knee. And my left knee, I actually slid the left knee back a little bit so I can feel it on the left leg. Roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. I can see the bottom of my right foot. And I can see that I'm definitely in for a pedicure. Pandemics, what can you do? All right, let's get a little deeper into this, please. Remember, you can keep your arms extended, or if this is a good side for you, and you can bring your torso down a little lower, make it happen. You can come down to a block in a blanket, or bring your forearms all the way down to the mat. We have a lot of variations in this posture in yoga, but the baseline does as well. And just doing the baseline as we are here, you can always work deeper into it. If you happen to be laid out on the floor already, and everything else is good, you can always come onto the toes of the left foot and bring the left knee off the mat. That'll get you a little deeper. And for anything else, hit me via email, nafsisoulyoga@gmail.com. I'll show you how to get a little deeper into these postures. All right, we're good here, folks. Bring your torso up if it's not already. Shift the hips back, lengthen the right leg. The right toes are up. We're flexing that foot. And now torso is going to favor that right leg. In other words, we're bringing it down. Maybe to give a nice wet kiss to that right knee. Yeah, you feel in the hamstring. This is a good runner stretch. Some of you have already figured out. And recover. Woo! Bring that right leg back. Just give it a second here. Stretch out the legs. And just a couple seconds to recover here. Nice. Okay, let's keep going. From all fours, downward facing dog. Come underneath your toes. Lift up. Lift the hips. Heels come down. Head is in between the arms. You're relaxed right here, looking at your feet. Your knees are the wall behind you. Pull the stomach in, arms are secure here. Hey, remember, if this is too much for your wrist, feel free to do turbo dog, coming onto your forearms. That's absolutely fine. And you can stay on all fours if you're having too many issues with wrist and shoulders. All right, folks, here we go. Give me one deep inhale. And on the exhale, look forward, step forward, come up halfway. So we're standing, we're folded over halfway. We have a flat back. Those hands can rest on the legs. Your stomach is in, head is neutral. We're looking right at the mat, right in front of our feet here. All right, folks, inhale deep. Exhale, slowly forward fold as you reach for the mat, top of the feet of the shins. Softly bend to the knees if you have any back issues or if your hamstrings are really tight. All right, one more time. Come up halfway. We're going to do that on an inhale, and we're going to hold here. So this time, chest comes forward. Stomach is in. Shoulders are away from the ears. So actively pull the shoulders away from the ears. Yep, you're going to feel this in the legs now and definitely in that low back. One more inhale. Exhale, slide the hands down. And I want you to roll up slowly. So bend the knees slightly. Let your head hang, let your arms hang, and roll up nice and easy all the way to standing. Once you reach zero, hands to hips, small back bend. Pelvis forward, lift the heart. So do a small back bend. And bring it up to neutral. Groovy. All right, active. Let's get active here with our forward folds and breath. From Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching all the way down, exhaling the whole way. Come up halfway with the breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reverse your swan dive, lift up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Inhale the whole way. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Last one here. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive, lift up. This time, keep the arms up. Hands and shoulders width apart. And sit down into Utkatasana, or chair pose. So we're sitting into that invisible chair. The weight is in the heels. I'm going to look down, and yep, I can see my toes. So if you can look down, make sure you can see your toes just beyond the knees. If not, bring those hips back a little more, please. Another option for shoulders, if it's too much on shoulders, arms are parallel to the floor or at heart center. Because really my focus here is from the waist down, working to the larger muscles of the body. Good. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, reaching for the mat. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reverse your swan dive, lift up, reach up, and exhale your arms to the sides. Groovy. Warrior series. We'll do this one nice and slow. From Tadasana, mountain pose, the top of your mat. Take your right leg, step back into warrior number one. So we step back 2, maybe 3 feet, a slight bend in the left leg, arms are engaged. We have jazz hands. As they reach for the ceiling, everything's active here. Your heart lifts towards the ceiling, your stomach is in, the outer edge of that back foot is pressing into the mat. Here we go. From warrior one, let's open to warrior two. Twisting a little to the right and opening up. So now chest and pelvis favor the right side of the mat. We're looking over the left hand. This is warrior number 2. Great. Okay, we're going to do a nice slow flow. We're going to bring the right hand up and over and do a high push-up. So bring the right hand up and over, hands down to the mat, slide the left foot back to a high push-up. And if you cannot do a high push-up, bring your knees to the mat, okay? That's absolutely fine. So if you're not doing a high push-up, knees to the mat, and I want you to lean forward on all fours, just a bit. If you're doing a regular high push-up, hang here. 2 more breaths. Stomach is in. Now lean forward, everybody, and bring it down slowly, all the way. Cobra. Lift chin and chest. So the feet are, the big toes are together, feet are flat. This is going to the back again. I know. We did crazy Cobra early on. Now this is our standard Bhujangasana. Inhale. Exhale, release. Push up to all fours. Downward dog. Nice. Right legs lift. Right leg step forward to warrior one. So the right foot steps forward, get your balance, lift the torso up, come into warrior one. Nice. You got this. All right. Any little small adjustments you need to make, go ahead and make them. Chest and pelvis favor the front of the mat. Arms are reaching up, fingers are energized. You're either looking up at the ceiling or your head is neutral. I'm fine with your head being neutral here. All right, let's open up to warrior two. Twist a little to the left, arms come down to warrior number two. So now the only part that's twisting on our spinal column is the cervical, the high side, the head as we look over the right arm. Groovy. All right, let's do this again. So we're gonna take a nice deep inhalation. And on your exhale, bring that left arm up and over to a high push-up. Sweep that right leg back, and we're here. Hold here. Remember, if you're not good here, all fours. We're here for 3 breaths, folks, 3 breaths. Last breath. Then lean forward and breathe down slowly. Groovy, child's pose. Push up to all fours and back to child's pose. This time, keep your arms extended, please. Elbows off the mat. So the hands are pressing into the mat, hips are pressing to the heels. 2 breaths here. And bring it up. Let's have a sit. It's boat pose. That's right, Navasana. Come on, no hesitation, let's do it. If you really gotta, hands be behind the knees. But come on, you don't really need that. So let's do this. Like I said, that arms extended out to the front. And go ahead, for most of you, I want you to start working into extending the legs. Just work to do this for a few breaths, and then if necessary, bend the knees again. But keep working to advance your posture and deepen your posture. All right, optional, low boat. With low boat, we extend the body. Heels are off the mat, head and shoulders are off the mat. Hold here and breathe. And breathe. And lift up, crunch, back into boat. Nice. And recover feet to mat. Whew, 2 breaths right here. That felt pretty good. I think we need to do another one, just in case. Because somewhere in somebody's future, I think there's a chocolate chip cookie, apple pie, something along those lines. Number 2, boat pose. Lift the legs up. And go ahead and try to deepen if you can. And yeah, if you have any tailbone discomfort on this one, make sure you can always do this on a blanket or a towel. All right, let's go low. Optional, let's go low. Low boat. Try not to go Lusitania on me or Titanic. Pick your boat that's sunk. Hold here, core's working. Press and lift. One more. Low boat. Oh yeah, we got this. Piece of cake. Ah, you see, that's why we're doing this. Hold here and breathe. And lift. And recover. Whew. Good stuff. Let's lie down on our backs, please. Bring your knees in, Uttanasana. Arms on top or behind your knees and squeeze it a bit here. I'm rocking a little bit left and right. And feet are flat on the mat. Bridge pose. So your feet are flat. Heels close to the hips, hands down next to the feet. We'll do the old-fashioned bridge pose here. We're going to press the feet down, press the arms down, press the pelvis up to the ceiling. Just press up where you can here. You can roll underneath the shoulders a little bit here, and your hands can reach. You can clasp your hands under your bum if you like, or reach and grab your ankles or your heels. Press the pelvis up a little more. That's it. We're looking good. Press, press, press. That's it. Hang here and breathe. Your chin a little closer to the chest and recover 1 vertebra at a time. Whew, all the way to the mat. Let's do that one more time. Just here, release and relax and breathe. 2 breaths. One note on bridge, your knees and feet should be the same distance apart here. So If your feet are wide and knees are in, I need you to try to work them a little closer. Something else you can do for those of you with blocks, you can put a block in between your knees and squeeze. So I've got my block in between the knees here. Let's do the second set. Press down, lift up. So this really gets you working here. So press the pelvis up. My knees are squeezing the block, and hey, you can do that with a thick blanket or a pillow, doesn't matter. You can clasp your hands behind your bum. And this posture, believe it or not, is targeting the lower back. But press, breathe, keep lifting. Alternately, for those of you who want to do it, you can lift your toes or lift your heels off the mat. Or you can lift the toes on one foot, heel on the other. You can even do a leg kick or a rocket kick. That's fine. Lots of options in our practice. And recover. Roll down one vertebra at a time and windshield wipe the knees left and right a few times. Nice. And extend the legs onto the mat. Feet fall open to the sides, arms relaxed by your sides. We're here for 5 long, deep breaths. As you release all the tension out of the body, a quick body scan, working from your feet, working from your toes, your heels, calves, hips, stomachs relaxed. No tension in the chest or shoulders. Arms are relaxed as you feel the connectivity between the shoulders and the elbow and the back of the hands on your knees. Heads relaxed. 2 more deep breaths. As you begin to relax your Ujjayi pranayama breath, and just breathe regularly. Take the arms straight up to the ceiling or overhead. Give you 1 long body stretch. Toes point, fingers reach, stomach is in. And then disengage the stretch. Bring the legs, feet are flat, and roll the knees to the right. Let's come up. Feel comfortable. Seated posture. Any seated posture is fine. Your eyes remaining soft or closed as you come up. From Sukhasana, your comfortable seated posture, your breath is relaxed. Feel energized. This day is yours. With a deep inhalation, bring the arms up and overhead, palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down past your third eye to your heart center. On your continuing journey, remember always to remain kind, remain gentle, and always remember to stay fearless. Thank you, folks, for a great session this morning. Thank you, and namaste.